Okay, y'all, I'm going to try something different here. I'm going to be doing this on my document camera. Bear with me, I haven't done this before, so we'll see how this goes. All right, I wanted to hop on and give you a quick little video that I thought might guide you a little bit better when you're doing your value scales. I know I put a video on there to help you with like doing your shapes. Now these ones were done in color, so don't freak out because you might not be doing yours in color. So I have a video up there that shows you how to do these, but I realized I don't think I put one up there for a value scale. So I thought I would work with y'all on that and do a little demonstration for you. Now again, this one's done in colored pencil. You do not need to do it in colored pencil. If you watched my introduction video that I emailed y'all earlier today, I said if you're going to be doing a value scale or when you're shading, either use like a regular number 2 pencil. Better than that would be the 4B pencil that you would have received in your supplies if you came to the school and picked those up. Again, which one can you not use? That is correct, your mechanical pencil, because as you're going to see in this demonstration, using mechanical pencil, if you're pushing down to get a dark value, you're going to break the lead on your pencil. Okay, so with a value scale, what you're attempting to do is go from very dark to very light. Now, I've already created 2 value scales. They are both 7 inches long, okay? And in the second value scale, it's 7 inches long, and each of these boxes are going to be 1 inch. Now, in the module, on the assignment, I have it to where you can print off this worksheet and work on this instead. Honestly, you know what? I prefer to do mine like in my sketchbook because the paper in the sketchbook is thicker. Therefore, it has more of a texture to it, and it's easier to shade on a texture paper than like on regular printer paper where it's really smooth. So if you're going to use the printed one, you'll notice that there are actually 9. Well, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is actually a 10 value scale. If you want to do it smaller and do 7, totally okay with that. Okay? If you're going to use this one, again, you can, if you just want to go up to 7, you can, and I'll know what you did and not mark you off. I would also put another piece of paper underneath your printer paper. It aids a little bit more in trying to get your value scale to work a little bit more smoothly for you. So again, I created these 2 on just like normal sketchbook paper, 7 inches long. So if I'm going to do this top one, you'll notice there's no squares there. This one's, I like this type better. I hope this isn't going to be too much of a glare. The idea is to start as dark as you can, trying to avoid having any like scribble. You don't scribble it like this, okay? That's a no. You want to just push down, and if you go out of bounds or out of the lines on that would be fine. Now it's starting to have a little bit of a glare there, and that's from the graphite. So I'm pushing down, I'm going back as dark as I can, and as I move to my right, or as I come down, because you can see this is how I do my value scales, going downward, I'm gradually, slowly picking up the pressure of my pencil. But you don't want to do it too soon, because then you'll end up with all this. I'm going to switch this light. Let's see if turning this light on helps. Give it a second to adjust. That might be better. Okay, if you start lifting your pencil up too quickly, you're going to end up with a lot of white space. So I'm going to go back to the beginning, go even darker. I'm going to stay with a little bit more pressure on my pencil for longer than what I did. So I'm going to go from really black to dark gray. And that's what I was missing before. I didn't have like dark grays. And then slowly start picking up that pencil. There we go, that's better. Much better. Okay, so it's getting there. Okay, so again, let me show you another one. Okay, this one's done, and that's another one of my students did. Okay, they could have probably brought this out a little bit longer, so it's not so much white. So that's how you would do the gradient. Again, if I want to bring that out a little bit more, I'm always going to start back at the very beginning, go darker than it was, so I could go black to my dark grays, to my medium grays, to my light grays, and eventually to my highlight or my white. Now, this one might be a little bit easier for some people. They like this more. Also, I've created a nice edge. I don't know if you can see that. See how it's shiny? If I were to shade right now, it has a nice groove. If I turn my pencil, see how I don't have as much control? Okay, so I really like to have that groove and work with my groove when I'm doing my shading. So on this one, you're actually coloring it by square. Again, you want to avoid having that scribble. Fill in all of your white area that you can get. I'm going to put a base value down here first. Okay, now I know that's not going to be dark enough to be able to go through all of those 7 squares. So I'm going to go add some more pressure. Go as black as you possibly can. And with the square, it's nice because you can keep going different directions. If you try to do that here, it doesn't work. Then just move to your next square. Again, you don't want to go too light too quick. For example, this is going to be too light of a gray. So I want to go a little bit darker than that, but not as dark as that one. Again, you can have your pencil go this way. Try to stay within that groove that you've created. It's easier to create that nice groove when you're using your 4B pencil, because again, it's a softer lead. The harder the lead, the lighter it is, and the harder it is to get a nice groove to it. Okay, let's see how that's looking there. Okay, so again, here is a finished one done in color pencil. This one's perfect. It's absolutely perfect. This one, they did a much better job up here. Now, what I want you to avoid, do not be going along doing your value scale and go, oh, I'm going to use my finger to blend it. Don't use your finger, okay? I mentioned that in my very first video that I did for y'all. Using your finger, you've got you've got oils on your hand, you've got lotion on your hand. Blending it just does not look good. So I'm just trying to teach you how to maybe have more control of your pencil. So hope that makes more sense with the value scale. After you do your value scale, again, you're going to be doing your shapes. I already have a video up for that on there, so I don't want to beat a dead horse. But this is kind of what I'm looking for. Don't draw this big though, okay? That will just take you too long. Scroll down on the module down at the bottom of this assignment and you'll see a perfect example of what I mean, okay? Hope that helps better. Bye.